So I just finished shooting a tutorial on this makeup look for the holidays. I noticed now that the lighting was really intense, so you can't really see too much of the skin. I apologize in advance, but I hope you enjoy. Okay, without further ado, let's start the makeup. I'm gonna be using a foundation and concealer. I'm gonna be doing that first. Using a fluffy brush. I just picked a foundation that I have that's got a little bit more color in it. It's my summer color, but I'm not gonna really apply too much of it all over the skin. I'm doing a very thin layer. This is totally your preference. You could put as much or as little as you want. I don't really like too much foundation in general, and typically I just use a sunscreen that has some color to it. I've got my concealer here and the concealer brush. Whatever's left on that, get around there, around the eyes. All right, foundation done. Once that's done, you could kind of just use a little sponge and kind of set. I like to just set in certain areas, especially if you're going to be now going out with masks, which I still put lipstick on with masks and all that. So I like to get it all around everywhere that basically I want to protect from the mask, even though we're going to be highlighting and stuff too. Just a little bit. Okay, so onto the eyes. This is a Morphe palette. It's got some really great basic colors in it. So I'm going to use some of this in another palette. The other Morphe palette from Jekyll and Hill collection. Awesome, really warm tones. These are really great for blue eyes, for green eyes, for brown eyes. But anything that has like really intense like orange or red or those bronzy tones are awesome for blue and green eyes. So we'll start off first with just a very soft color here with a fluffy brush. And I'm going to use the little mirror here. I'm going to go in to the crease, just create a really soft shadow. Very subtle. Okay, I'm gonna go in now with the Morphe palette. This color here. Yeah, let's do that one, why not? Okay. Same brush. I'm gonna focus it more on the outside and bring it in a little bit. So, I mean, these are gonna be kind of like darker colors. It's not like super natural makeup, but if you're careful, you might not have any fallout, any shadow that falls. But if you do, you could just swipe underneath, and you might need to redo a little bit of the concealer. Just bringing that in, but most of it's being deposited on the outer corner. And I'm just kind of softly blending it out into the inner corner, up towards the brow bone and out. So you can see how that's happening. Do the other side. So check, make sure it's even, blended. Okay, I'm liking it so far. We're doing good. Right, we're gonna take one of my absolute favorite pencils. It's a MAC Costa Riche Kaale. I'm gonna line the bottom a little bit inside the rim. And a little bit on the top. This outer corner. A smudgy brush. We're just going to blend it out. This pencil is very movable, so it's easy. You could do both eyes and then move it. It's not going to set. It doesn't really set unless you put powder on top of it. But I love how it's got this deep richness. It's like this deep browny red chocolate color. Same thing with the same brush. I'm just going to blend underneath the eye, outer corner, inward. I see here that I will have to clean up a little bit, but that's okay. We'll do a little bit of concealer before we highlight and it'll crisp it up and make it really, really sharp. Okay, so it's adding a smokiness that I like. I'm enjoying it. Okay, so we're gonna do this color here now with the 239 brush from MAC. It's a little flat, dipping the tip of the brush in. So just that part of it, not the flat part, the tip of it. Taking off the extra. And I'm just gonna make a little bit more of an intense crease here on the outer corner. Adding it and like a soft V shape. I'm gonna be blending it a little bit, but not too much. Same on the other side. And what am I gonna blend it with? Same colors I used before. Actually, what I'm gonna blend it with is a little bit softer. I'm gonna blend it with this one here. Same color family, just a little bit softer. So it's okay, we don't have to be super, super careful if we go too far in. And I'm blending out the edges of it mostly. I'm not going too much like onto the actual dark color I did. The eyes a little bit here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of concealer here, especially to kind of eliminate that like shadow. It going a little bit too low. There's still a really blended softness on the bottom though. I didn't cover up what I did on the bottom. I'm just going to take the blending brush that I used in the crease, just kind of soften, make sure there's no concealer that's created any like white lines basically. underneath the eye, so I want it soft. All right, we're gonna go over with a liquid glitter, and then we're gonna do something else, most likely on top. This one, I honestly, I found it at a shop in the US, in Chicago, and I don't know where to find it. I can't find it anywhere. So I know Stila makes their own glitters, liquid glitters, and a bunch of other companies make them too now, so this is kind of amazing. So take that same brush after we applied that and just kind of dab any of the edges out. Creating this gorgeous, like, bronzy burgundy tone. Before that dries, we're going to be using a pressed pigment from MAC. This one's in Beaming. Just adding on top. I've actually never added this on top of this, so hopefully it works. Yes. For fun, to add a little bit more brightness just to the center maybe, I'm going to add this one here. Fun. All right, so let's see here. Be adding a little bit of a pen liner. Just on the outer edge, just a tiny bit. A little flick. Camera the whole time. So I'm going to add a little bit more of this color. Highlight. Obsessed with highlighter. blush. Bronzer. To mascara. First, let me put a little bit of chapstick, a little bit of moisturizer. Feeling really dry. Just to prep the lips because we're going to be moving on to lips very soon. My favorite mascara. You could obviously put false lashes on if you want. That'd be awesome. I have had an eyelash lift. I did on myself, so they're lifted enough so when I put mascara on, they show up a little bit more and they look a little bit more intense. Okay, a little bit of brow gel. I didn't put anything else in my eyebrows. I have extremely bushy eyebrows, if you haven't noticed. So I really don't do much with them. I don't add really color. Sometimes I might fill in on the ends a little bit, but I don't think it's always necessary because they're pretty intense and they're shaped pretty okay. So just a little bit of gel with a little bit of color. Hold them in place. And comb them up a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna do lips using a neutral pencil. Lipstick and Kinda Sexy. So that's pretty much it. Here's one example of what you can do. I'm going to change the lip color to make it a little bit more intense to show you another option, but it's pretty well balanced this way too. Usually when I play up my eyes, I don't play up the lips too much. For the holidays, you can definitely play up the lip as well, even though the eyes are played up a little bit more intensely. That's kind of the exception, like special events, holidays, things like that, you can definitely add a little bit more everywhere. So this is a neutral look, so this is a nice balanced look. Festive, fun, sparkly. So we'll do now a couple other lip combinations so you can see. So red, a classic red for holidays. Can't go wrong with it. This one's another MAC pencil in Red Racer. I think it was a holiday collection. But Russian Red, Ruby Woo, those are all good MAC ones. Since I used to work for them, I know all the names. Great combination here too. Another really fun one is Heroin MAC. another option. Looks still really good with these colors. Shadows, also really great for green eyes. Really accentuates the green. They complement each other really well, the green and the purple. So another really fun holiday winter option. Let's just do one more. Definitely not for everyone, but it's really fun. I like it. These cool tones, a little more gothic, a little more intense, mysterious. I enjoy it. So that's pretty too. It's a little bit shiny too, like the shirt. So I'm gonna go back to my favorite combination. Which is actually not the first one. All right. So that is the makeup. For me, I would totally wear this to a party out, even just out for coffee with friends or a glass of wine or something, once the stores open up again. So this is kind of a really great, fun holiday look. You could change it, the eyes, the lips, make it your own, add your own little spice to it by changing the lip or something. And depending on what you're wearing, it's gonna look different. So I hope you enjoyed. For me, for instance, I will just grab one of my favorites. A very cute, easily wear this on the couch, hanging out and drinking some eggnog or mulled wine or something. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this holiday look. Please let me know if you have any questions. Like, subscribe, comment on anything if you have questions. And I hope everybody has a lovely and safe holiday season.